YouTube. This video is week 6 of my 52 weeks of pagan YouTubing, and this week is about the goddess. And instead of sitting here and telling you all about one specific goddess or anything like that, I thought I'd just kind of try and do a general overview of my beliefs when it comes to the goddess. So I'm going to try not to play with my hair anymore, but if it falls on my face, I'm going to fix it. So I'm sorry if it distracts people, because I've gotten comments about, stop playing with your hair. I'm sorry. But anyway, first thing that I want to say is what the goddess is, basically, to me. To me, the goddess is the feminine aspect of the source that has to be broken down and given faces in order for the human mind to understand it. Because otherwise, the human brain is not capable of understanding deity. Even the Christians have kind of this view of who God is and how God is, because if they didn't put all of that on top of the divine energy, they wouldn't be able to understand it. So for me, the source, which is all the divine energy there is divided into masculine and feminine, because in order for anything to be created, there has to be a male and a female part, regardless of the few asexual organisms that exist on the planet. We're not going there because that's just a whole other ballgame. But anyway, to me the goddess is that feminine part, and I personally have to give her faces. I have to give her names, and I have to put her into an archetype in order to understand everything there is that I can. And I know there are other people out there who feel the same way. So it must be kind of valid, at least. So, on top of that, there's the Wiccan belief in the goddess that I do hold to, while still giving her names and faces, of the maiden, mother, crone aspects. The maiden being like youth and innocence and fun and frivolity. I don't know how to say that. Frivolity, I guess. Being frivolous. Whatever. And then the mother being life bringer, fertility, loving, caring, nurturing version of the maiden. Just basically, she grew up a little bit. And then crone, which is all about wisdom and life-taking, kind of, because a lot of the goddesses associated with underworld and death are also considered crone goddesses, because they're supposed to be older and therefore understand death and dying and all of those life processes. But to me, I don't think to be a crone goddess that they have to be old and wrinkly and gray-haired, because that's stupid. You can be just as wise and not have 100 wrinkles on your face. You don't have to have gray hair to know what life's about. And, I mean, I kind of got into this in comments on one of my last videos, because I got told that I didn't understand where she was coming from because I wasn't old enough to understand and I hadn't experienced enough to understand, and I basically told her, whatever. You believe that if you want, but honestly, I think age is just a number, and it has nothing to do with how much experience you've accumulated in your life. And I know I haven't told my life story on here, but there's a reason for that, because my life story is complicated, scary, crazy, and I think because of that I have enough experience to understand what someone means, even if I don't agree with them. And just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I don't understand. Anyway, now that I got off topic, back here. Wiccans believe in this maiden, mother, crone because it's all the aspects of life. It follows the cycles of the moon, from waxing to full to waning. I think that's the order. Sometimes I get them backwards. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible Wiccan if I do that, I guess. But I do. I get them backwards. So it follows the cycles of life, death, rebirth through her aging process. And I use this. I claim to be a Wiccan, even though some people will tell me that I'm not. And I use this because whenever I do anything where I need divine energy in a feminine form, I take a specific goddess from a specific pantheon that existed long, long ago. And I choose them based on whether I need maiden, mother, or crone energy, and also the other energy they represent. Like if they're Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and I need love, then I'd choose her because to me Aphrodite is a maiden goddess and she represents love. And there are also some motherly aspects to Aphrodite. So when you're looking for like serious love, then you need a little bit of both. You need some of the maiden energy for the innocence and the purity, and then the motherly energy for like the fertility and the passion that is behind it. So when I'm doing anything, I look for which three of the three aspects I need, and then I take a goddess that represents whatever aspect I need and other energy that I may need in the situation and use them. And I also, before I use them, will try to have some sort of relationship with them. I'm not going to pick a goddess that I know absolutely nothing about. I'm going to research their history. I'm going to read as many myths about them as I can. I'm going to know as much as I can before I use them. I'm not going to use a goddess that I just heard of yesterday because of what everyone else says she represents, and that's just not how it works. So, anyway, goddesses, it's just the female divine energy, and humans need to divide her into other pieces to understand. So, to me, that's what the goddess is, and if you want to, make a video response saying what the goddess means to you, how the goddess has helped you, anything about the goddess in this video, because that's what it's all about, getting other people involved. And I sorta have succeeded, I guess, because people comment and say their beliefs on some things, but I haven't gotten any. Well, I got one. I've gotten one video response. So yeah, join and keep enjoying and watching if you are enjoying and watching. And I look forward to doing next week, which I believe is water. So anyway, much love and blessed be.